Hello everyone, how are you? I hope fine. Today we return to discuss unpopular Kpop opinions, taken from TikTok. As always, if you don't agree with what the opinion says, or with what I say, feel free to write it in the comments in a calm and civil way. I will keep the opinions anonymous, so that people have their own privacy. Let's start. If you need to read, pause, of course. I agree. I don't judge anyone who writes smut or posts their dirty thoughts on an idol. I mean, it's normal, even though I would prefer them to keep quiet sometimes. We've all done it. If someone is attractive, this happens, but some of you cross the line of decency. I understand that. For example, you like Jungkook's body, but don't just talk about that when you talk about him. Same with female idols. Don't make them an object for their body. They're here to show us what they can do with their talent after all. Let's not just focus on that. MH? I agree. Sometimes I think people say, X group is the leader of this generation, just to give more hype to the group they love, but they fail to understand that being the leader of a generation involves making a lot of things that girl or the boy mentioned earlier. In short, it is not a title you give to the first group you listen to. You have to be objective when giving these titles, and you have to see who actually does better than others with views, album sales, awards, etc. In general, I would tell you yes, but I don't know. I've seen a lot of people complain about how the fourth generation is doing, throwing away certain talents that are there, and it is quite annoying. For example, Winter, Ningning, Lily, are three of the strongest vocalists of the fourth generation, if not all of Kpop. The fourth generation of Kpop is probably the best when it comes to performance and choreography. There are also very good rappers like those in Cheese, forgive me but I don't know their names, and Jin and Chingbin from Stray Kids. And there are, probably many more, but people stop a lot at appearances it seems. I agree. People take everything for granted nowadays. You native English speakers do not realize it, but English, for someone whose language is phonetically different from yours, is very difficult to learn the pronunciations correctly. Although I have been fluent in English for more than 5 years, I sometimes make a mistake in pronouncing a few words, because English has an inconsistent grammar, and if a vowel is pronounced in one way in one word, it will be pronounced differently in another. And if you hear me try to sing in Korean, your ears will bleed lol. It's not fair that you go against the idols for this. At least say thank you for trying. Sometimes things are just made for fun, you know? I agree, but at the same time I disagree. It is true that it is an excuse that does not work, but if you talk about one thing, you must know what you are talking about. For example, I would never allow myself to talk about art and give my opinion, because I actually don't know what I'm talking about and I'd end up saying bullshit. And the same thing you have to do too. You don't have to be able to sing, rap and dance to say something, but you have to know what you're talking about, because if you say that Idol X has better vocals than Idol Y, and it's obviously false, then you better shut up. Bruh, I don't agree at all. And just because you don't like it, it doesn't mean the song is junk. Dionysus is probably one of the best songs BTS have done, and the rock style is the best part. The whole song is great, not just the chorus. Generally? Yes. In my opinion? No. Soyeon has a strong stage presence, I don't deny that, and I love the way she raps, but I can notice the others too. For example, when they sing, Minnie and Yuki kidnap me and I can't help but look at them spellbound. Same with Mion and Shua, I can focus on all the others, but I am me. If you decide to just focus on Soyeon, that's your problem. Try to detach yourself from her and start looking at the others, duh, it's not hard. Is this an opinion? Man, this is a fact. Dispatch only does its job after all. It pisses off idols and posts things that shouldn't be posted, but many of you pay attention to Dispatch and they stick with it. And, let me say, if you take it personally that an idol is in a relationship, please go back to your priorities. Well, it's surely better than shipping someone romantically and being convinced they're together. That's just ridiculous. Bro. What the fuck? You don't even know what conventionally means. Please. Grow up, because we're not in a beauty contest here. Double what the fuck? No, I won't let you ship them in peace just because you're delusional. Here, what I said before returns. This is the classic example of a person who exaggerates with shipping. Bro, let the idols interact with each other without you shipping them. Shipping makes sense if there is something between those two people. I know Wani, but I don't know what kind of relationship there is between her and this Sunghoon, but if they are just friends, please stop. It is enough for two people to look into each other's eyes, and for you it means that they are together, but according to what logic? But what does it mean? Big Four has nothing to do with proclaiming titles, and we don't need them to give someone a title. The big groups are not the best in everything. I agree, their performances rock and they have some spectacular dance skills. Now, I don't think they are the best group, because for me there is not the best in anything, but surely Mix have the place in the top 5. If you're talking about her dance, I'm pretty sure you're doing it, then no, I don't agree. The group, without Leah, would have been left without a main vocalist and probably would have been labeled the group without decent vocalists. Yeji and Chaeyoung are good, but do we want to compare them with Leah? Leah will not be an exceptional dancer, but it is not important. In the group there are already 4 main dancers. I think they are enough. At least Leah brings to the table a beautiful voice and very developed singing skills, since she has always sung. Leah, in terms of vocals, is probably the backbone of ITZY. I disagree. Naeon has a more cute concept fit, so I find her perfect in Twice, and I think even her voice is not suitable for the type of songs that Blackpink do. That's not how it works, honey. It's not that idols can go on stage, knowing they have to lip sync, and not put the microphone on, because no matter how stupid it sounds, it would be too obvious and controversy would break out, even though we all know when a performance is pre-recorded or when it's not. These idols are in an industry where they have to sing and dance at the same time. They cannot freely do what you said, because they have to give the impression that they are singing to make us believe that they are filling the canons that people have imposed on them. I agree. Even if I don't follow the Red Velvet, lately, after Psycho, the hype around them has dropped dramatically, or at least, this is what I have seen. There was no hype for Feel My Rhythm. I didn't hear anyone enthusiastically talk about it or just mention the song, and that made me very sorry, because the song is really beautiful. But I think such a moment happens to all groups sooner or later. When you reach the high peak, either you are good enough to hold it or you drop drastically. But I didn't study rap to tell if she's good or not, but if I have to be honest, more than a rapper, Regin is more like a speaker, you know, like those gentlemen who when there is a football match and every now and then they comment to let you follow the game. She always uses the same tone of voice, she doesn't change her flow. In short, her way of rapping is more or less the same in her songs. To say that she is a rapper is too much, so I agree with the opinion. Their black concept is better, because that's what the general public wants. And anyway, Blackpink last year tried to make different concepts, like Lovesick Girls and Ice Cream, but you didn't like it. If Blackpink always have to hear these complaints every time they change concept, then they might as well not do it. It is impossible to please some of you. This made me laugh for a non-specific reason, lol. Well, to be honest, yes, it's important, because if you're not even good at lip sync, I worry about how a live performance might turn out. I understand that some idols get bored, but at least they should try hard to get their lips moving with the song, which is not such a difficult thing. I think it's the least. Otherwise, if it's too obvious, other than being funny, it would be very annoying. Okay everyone, that's all for today. I must say that this was almost a very peaceful video. TikTok pop stands went soft nowadays. Give a like and subscribe if you liked the video, and comment if you agree or not with these opinions. See you at the next video. Bye bye.